right, we're good.
Okay, Ageless out here to talk about pre and post workout supplements. So what I've learned over the course of time, I have to thank one of my friends at the gym, Trader Rob, for giving me some pointers on this, as well as my own doctor. I like to start with a shake. So you can get shakers of various sorts. This is what you put your little protein powder in. Usually has a little strainer at the top.
And all this stuff goes in it.
Helps break it up when you're shaking it up. So what I'll do is I'll fill about halfway, about 12 ounces or so of water. You could also use coconut or almond milk. That would work too.
All right.
Or a mixture, whatever you like. And I'll throw a scoop of some grass-fed whey isolate powder in it. High source of protein, virtually no sugar or carbohydrates in this.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, and the next one?
And then I'll add a scoop of, this is NutriBio's pre-stimulant-free mix. Remember, I'm not allowed to have any caffeine.
Right.
They have a regular mix, a pre-mix that does have caffeine in it. And I will admit that when I first started working out, I was using that one, and it really works. The extra caffeine gives you an extra sugar boost, because what it does is that it actually makes your liver help break down some of the fat and injects more of that sugar into your bloodstream. So it's using up your sugar reserves in essence while you're working out. That's what caffeine does. It gives you an extra sugar rush in essence.
All right, so the next one?
So I use the stim-free version of this. And I'll throw a little of this. This is creatine, essentially.
Okay.
And I'll throw it's a small scoop, and I'll put a scoop of that in before I go to work out. That gives me a little extra energy. It doesn't necessarily build extra muscle mass, which this does do, the extra protein, but this gives you a little extra energy along with the premix to help you get through a strenuous workout. I work out about 3.5 hours each time I go, so this is a big help for me. If you're only working out for an hour, you may not necessarily need to go there, but once you start ramping up your workouts and you're spending more time at the gym, it's really helpful.
And then you also throw some cinnamon in there.
And I'll throw a little cinnamon for some flavoring. Again, there's no sugar in this. This is just plain ground cinnamon.
Yeah.
And then I'll add a little citrulline. This helps dilate the blood vessels a little bit, and it makes more blood available to come to the muscles as you're working out.
Okay.
You look a little more vascular. The veins will pop out a little bit more like that as a result of it. Now, I haven't taken any yet, but before I go to the gym today, I will. And it actually gives you a little more circulatory improvement that helps with your workout. Okay? So that's all about it, anywhere from a half an hour to an hour before I go to the gym. Then I go to the gym and I go through my usual routines.
And then you take one after as well.
I start with a warm-up and stretch, which we'll have a video series for that. Then I do my weightlifting for about 2 to 2.5 hours, and then I do my cardio at the end. The cardio at the end helps burn up whatever residual sugar you have left. The other thing, though, that it does is, because especially the length of the duration of my workouts, I tend to get low on electrolytes and salt. After I was doing this for about a year and a half, I started noticing that even though I was stretching, and I can stretch pretty easily, I can touch the floor with my hands to my toes without even thinking about it. And I do a lot of other stretches at the gym, so the flexibility wasn't the issue, but I was getting cramps, mostly in my legs, especially in the hamstrings. I didn't understand why that was.
So this helps stop that.
So you have to be careful to make sure that while you're working out, especially if you're working for a long period of time at the gym or doing high intensity stuff, that you're hydrating. So
what do you bring with you?
I take a Smart Water bottle. This is a 33-ounce bottle. There's other brands out there.
It's very tall.
This has electrolytes in it.
Yeah.
So that helps replenish what I use while I'm working out. Sometimes if it's a warm day or it's warm in the gym and I'm sweating a lot, I may even add some more water from the gym's fountain into this thing. So I'll drink more than a 33-ounce bottle during the course of an entire workout.
It's pretty smart. I usually bring my own water bottle with me.
When I get back from the gym, I'll make myself another shake, usually just of the protein. Protein with the water and some cinnamon. I don't use these again. These were done in the beginning.
Okay.
So
this time just the
another shake,
whey and cinnamon.
another 12 ounces of water or coconut milk or almond milk, whichever you like. And then I'll do another scoop of the protein powder. That helps with the protein regeneration because you've been working the muscles hard, and then little tiny fibers start to break down, and this helps rebuild all that as a result of your post-workout. The other thing that I do is I realize that just having some electrolytes in this water often is still not enough. I need to replenish more of the salt that I've sweated out of me.
And that's where these come in.
I look for some kind of a salty snack, and I just eat a handful of these. I don't eat a big bowl full or anything. But these have a fair amount of sea salt in them. There is a little potato flour in this, I'll admit to that. And it's vegetable based.
But not so much that it's going to kill you.
But it's not going to overwhelm my previously diabetic situation or create any problems with it. And it replenishes a little bit of what I've lost. And this helps me avoid getting the cramping the next day, which was the problem I was having there for a while. When I was only working out an hour at a time at the gym, I didn't have that issue, but when I started getting past the 2.5 hour mark at the gym, that's when I started noticing I was getting a little tight. And it wasn't because I wasn't stretching, it was because I was losing electrolytes and salt. Now, the good news was I had already weaned myself off of the hypertension medication by that point, so adding a little salt to the diet didn't really hurt me. If you do have hypertension, be wary that salt will increase your blood pressure if you eat too much of it. So, again, I'll stress this. Make sure you visit with your doctor first, find out what you can handle, what you can't handle or shouldn't try to handle. And if you're able to add a little bit of salt after a strenuous exercise routine, it does help. Helps normalize the electrolytes in the body and helps prevent cramping. So that's today's segment, just on pre-workout and post-workout supplementation and hydration.
All right.